Biggie, the president and CEO, Gene Cassidy, joining me now live. Gene, as I mentioned, you always look like $1 million.
Well, at least $7 anyways. But yeah, thanks, Chris. I appreciate
I'll
that.
go $7.50 today. It's a little bit warm.
It is a little bit warm.
Which is a good thing. I'd rather have it warm than rainy and cold.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So do we.
I know. It's the one thing you can't control, right? You take care of so many aspects of the fair over the next few weeks, but the one thing that's out of your control, the weather.
You know, we talk a lot about the glitz of the fair, the amazing noises, the sights, the food, the incredible food, all the great entertainment. But our mission is agriculture, and we are just like the agriculturalists, right? Everything is weather dependent. If we don't have good weather, we don't have a good crop. And last year was an example. We had a lot of rain. We opened on a day.
The crop looks pretty good so far.
Today it does, and it did last year too. We opened on a beautiful day last year.
86,000 plus last year on opening day.
And this year our attendance is ahead of that.
I said this morning when I walked in, I said, I'll bet you they beat attendance from last year.
Yeah, we always hope that we do. You know, I'm always chasing we're always chasing the Minnesota State Fair, and I want to catch up to them.
One of these days.
There's a great history between the Eastern States Exposition.
A friendly competition.
And our very first president at the Big E was hired away from the Minnesota State Fair.
No kidding.
And we've been chasing Minnesota ever since. We've been neck and neck.
Your baby step every year.
There you have it.
You've got a T-shirt on your lap. United We Fair. And I went to the website for the Big E, and that seems to be the theme this year. United.
Well, United We Fair is our theme for this year's Big E. Every 4 years we face presidential elections. We're in one this year.
You don't say.
And so people are, our theme is based around getting people together and uniting them, as opposed to so much divisiveness, which we've been experiencing this past couple of election cycles.
Well, I think we can all get together and say we enjoy the fair very much.
And that's the whole goal. We celebrate what's the best about the American culture and the American way of life. We bring families and friends together, and that's our goal, to be united, and so that's our theme for this year's fair.
Every year there's the tried and true favorites, but you also bring in some new additional fun attractions and eats, don't you?
Yeah, so everything we do really is based in tradition, very deep tradition. So we have to be careful not to tamper with that. Exactly. But at the same time, we have to bring new things to the fore, and we do that by changing up a dynamic entertainment program with tremendous names. I encourage folks to visit thebiggie.com so they can plan their visit.
Ludacris.
Ludacris will be here.
Yeah.
And there's a great backstory about Ludacris. We had paid for him to come here in 2008, and we had to cancel him. So he is the most expensive act we have ever brought to the Biggie by far.
I'm glad I could experience that then.
But we had to change it up, so we have new entertainment. And this year we have over 100 new food items.
Wow.
We have at least a dozen or more new food vendors on the grounds.
Sure.
We spend a lot of time and effort trying to recruit people to come to the fairgrounds, all in an effort to keep it interesting. And there's a great deal of important juried crafters who are here. So the crafters.
I was just by around the Storeton Village. There's that.
They're
craft
all in the
section
Storeton Village, and there's great product there. And then all of that, every admission ticket supports our agricultural mission, which gets the least amount of press, actually.
And that's what the fair is based on. Some of my best memories are coming as a boy, watching the chickens hatch in the Farm-A-Rama, going through the barns to see the horses and the sheep and the cattle, and that is still here.
It's still here. As a matter of fact, it's bigger than it's ever been before. The fair actually started for us on Monday with our agricultural shows.
Yep.
Our barns are bursting. We have 7 national shows that will take place during this year's Big E. That's very important to the United States. It's very important to the U.S. agriculturalists and building markets for them, and us bringing youth into agriculture. I encourage the viewers to visit thebiggie.com. On Monday, the 26th, which is Springfield Day, we have our youth beef program where people can buy a steer. And that's very important.
Gene, I used to be one of those youths. I don't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you did?
We're running out of time. Now I'm an adult that brings my own youth here to enjoy the fair, as I'm sure thousands of people do as well.
Thank you,
It's
Chris.
always good to see you.
God
Keep
bless
up
you.
the good work.
I appreciate
We'll be
it.
talking to you again
I
soon.
hope so.
All right, as I mentioned earlier, the gates open this morning for the first time in 2024 at 8 a.m. Western Mass News was here to capture that event.